After a thriller yesterday, Tennessee and Arkansas meeting in Game 2 of the best-of-3 series. The winner heads to Omaha to continue a trek towards a national championship. Arkansas, the junior from Derry, New Hampshire, is second in the country in strikeouts. KP, what do you got for a scouting report?
Pretty good combination, Tom. I'm glad you asked. It's a mid to upper 90s fastball.
Last year for Ole Miss and this year for Tennessee have not gone well. And he plunks Davalon on a 2-2. Maxwell here with one on and one out. And Maxwell sends it into the jet stream in left field. Dalton Bargo has space and hauls it in. Wind about the same as it was yesterday. They had a couple of those called with Marcus Phillips on the mound yesterday too. Helfrich goes down swinging at 97. Here's a look at Gage Wood. The junior from Batesville, Arkansas, has bounced back from a shoulder injury in a big way. He's 3-1, making just his 9th start, but he has struck out 50 in only 25 and a third innings. And this one's lifted towards left. Charles Davalon has plenty of space. He's anybody. And that one was up. It's a 4-pitch walk. It's a 2-2 from Gage Wood. And a curveball is sent in the air to left field. A broken bat. How often do you see that? The bat ends up at second base. Aloy handled the ball. Kojal grabs the bat.
Maybe one of those days where you see some stuff you haven't seen before, boys. It just kind of has a feeling. Well, breaking ball in on his hands, and this may happen in a year, but you don't see it happen very often right now. All of that in a scoreless first in Fayetteville.
And he grew up in that AAA Royals clubhouse, and a line drive to right field. Kojal's got a knock. And Doyle certainly has contributed. That one sails to the backstop at 98. And Iredale will advance on the wild pitch. Runner at second and 2 down, and Robinette goes down swinging a 98. Back-to-back strikeouts, one at 97, one at 98. Fastball's working. And he chops this one to third. Here's Iredale. He's started all but one game at third. Well, here's the payoff. And the curveball's lifted to left field. Davalon only has to move a couple of steps.
Break the ball more often in this game.
Back-to-back breaking balls to Clark. Room service hot for Aloy. And a 1-2-3 frame worked by Arkansas's Gage Wood. Just 11 pitches that time. Rated the number 4 outfielder in the state of Georgia. And he takes a 5-pitch walk. Second time. KP mentioned the misses. He hit Davalon. And Davalon hits this deep to right field. It is long gone in a hurry. Upper deck shot for Chuck Davalon. 2-0 Hogs. Dave Van Horn's office is in the corner of that second deck, and that one nearly ended up on his desk.
What they want, sitting on a heater and gets one in or third. And you talk about leaning back on one, a no-doubter that puts a dent in Dave Van Horn's office window. And that will bring them to their feet. It's been a little slow here early on, but not anymore. Here comes this Razorback offense. He's off a left-hander.
And that one finds a hole on the left side. A walk, a home run, and now a single. Let's take another look at that home run.
The experience. Oh. But there is some familiarity. It's not nothing.
And a pickoff. The throw to second. They got him in a rundown. We'll chase him back towards Fisher. And
missed him.
And never got back in time. He missed him, and he had an opportunity to get him when he was off the bag. Brother at the plate, and the at-bat continues. And it's lifted to center field. Ensley on a dead sprint, and he makes the catch coming in. Little flavor for Arkansas. Chuck D doing damage.
Obviously didn't happen yesterday. Hasn't happened yet today.
There you go.
I love you so much, KP.
Speak it right into existence. That's the way this world works. But approach against
one-run game, and you make some pitching changes. You'd always wish you could change it up a little bit. But I think this one is just go to who you think the next best guy is.
Gavin Keelan. And Keelan serves one into left field. Aggressive approach, 3 straight hits. And the Volunteers have loaded the bases here in the third. And look who is coming to the plate. It's Andrew Fisher, who said... And the breaking ball hit on the ground to the right side. Kojal goes to Aloy for one. Back to first. And a 4-6-3. Tennessee scratches a run across, but one of the best defensive teams in the country shows why. And Ensley swings at the breaking ball. In his center for Justin Thomas Jr. Oh, nearly taken over by Davalon.
They rough you up your senior year.
Sing-eye single for Kojal. Sounds like he's still not over.
No, I think we got it.
And another Sing-eye single as Robinette picks up just his third hit against a lefty this season by taking it through the right side. 2 aboard and 2 out. And that's one gets all the way to the backstop. It allows Kojal to move to third and Robinette to follow him to second on the wild pitch. Now an intentional walk to Davalon will load the bases for Fayetteville Alloy, and that'll be the end of the line for Doyle, who is not happy.
No, he's not.
And the third one gets away from Peebles and allows another run to score. And now the 2-2. And hit him. Pair of double plays. Fly ball left field deep. Bargo back. Track. Wall. Gone! Grand slam, Logan Maxwell. And the Hogs have busted this thing wide open in the fourth.
Talked about his Hogs offense, how they can score him at bunches. This is not a terrible pitch. Elevated 98. It's just a really good swing. Logan Maxwell goes deep, his 13th of the year. Liam Doyle doesn't like what he sees, and neither do the balls right now.
Ball that hits Alloy, and then a couple pitches later, which you got to give Maxwell credit, he laid off an 0-2 change.
Here's Cole Gibler, freshman out of Blue Springs High School, just outside of Kansas City, 2-1 with a 3.60 ERA. I would think, as this ball forward, that is a huge advantage for Arkansas catchers once they get runners on the moves. Well, they started, and it was a swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Clark.
For the Hogs.
And a tapper to Kojal. He'll take it himself, and he wins that race. 8 other guys in this lineup.
And they've moved him all over the lineup this year, too. It's happened for a lot of these guys.
There goes the runner. And a punch out. And a throw down to second was late. They say an interference on Iredale, and the base runner will be out as well, and that'll bring Dave Van Horn out for an explanation. And that will end the inning.
The action right away in that Arkansas bullpen.
Strike 3 looking.
Feeling.
Oh, he's the best. Keelan goes down swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Gibler. Pulled to the right side, right to the leather of Robinette. Gibler a perfect 5th. And it's all Arkansas this afternoon in Fayetteville.
In the draft.
Tosses the bat aside after a 2-out walk. You talked to him about. Pops it up to right field. Maxwell coming in. Robinette back there, and that one hits the turf. And he drives it to center. Justin Thomas Jr. back. And a jump at the wall to haul it in. Popped it up. Thomas went back a moment ago. Now he's charging in.
Uh-oh.
And a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch by Alloy. Tip of the cap to a Fayetteville Alloy with that play. 2 out, the 2-2 to Chapman. Check swing, he went. And that ends any Tennessee threat in the 6th. And he ropes this one into right field. Maxwell's got a grand slam, now he's got a double. Pretty good day at the plate. Smoked up the box. First hit of the game for little brother, and extends the Arkansas lead.
Huge impacts. We talked about Cuyo coming over from BYU. You think about Logan Maxwell coming from.
96 in on the thighs, and Arkansas has loaded the bases again.
There'll be a whole lot of them to make that trip.
Bases loaded walk. Hogs have put a 9 spot on the board.
He's got to deliver something in the zone.
He doesn't. Fourth consecutive walk from this Tennessee pitching staff, and another run will jog home.
Hitting a cool 337 on the season.
Chopper to short. Keelan kicks the bag, goes to first, and a 6-3 double play. Finally finishes the 7th.
He's out there. Strike thrower, not as much swing and miss as you see from some of these other Arkansas R's, but ultimately a guy that generally is going to give you a chance by keeping it in the zone.
Taking the loss, but pretty cool two-way story going on in Duke. Inverse bullpen.
Here's Iredale. Aussie, 42 Wallaby Way. 1-2-3 frame. Maxwell looking for another hit, and he's got a 3-knock afternoon. Hindsight is 20/20. There will be questions as to whether or not Tony Vitello should have taken his ace. Gotten out in the air 3 times today, and so he chops this one to Iredale just to make me look silly. Dug out by a Fisher. Nice play over at first. All right. The 15th team to hit that mark. So Keelan with the walk.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not a good sign. And Mendez helped off by the athletic trainer after Matt Hobbs went out to the mound to chat with him. Here's Parker Coyle Jr. out of Edmond, Oklahoma, facing Andrew Fisher in the country and long balls. And he gets a knock. First hit of the game. Aloy scrambles for that one. 1 down. Fought off into right field. Keelan will be pointed home by Josh Elander, and he'll score without a throw. It's an 8-run game. Strike 3 looking. Volunteers scratch one across, but they leave 2 on, and the Arkansas fans can feel it. They are 3 outs away from returning to Omaha.
Fun that many.
This ball is belted to left center field. It is into the crowd and gone. First hit of the game for Brent Iredale is a tater. Got 14 of those this year now.
Just an exclamation point at this time. You've been waiting to do that.
Oh, the tater. Trying to run it in underneath his hands, and you talk about knowing you got one. Brent Iredale stand there and admire his work. A bomb to left center field.
Fly ball deep right field. Chapman settles underneath, and the last chance for Tennessee.
May see 100 right here, Tom, to finish this one out. Fouch has run it up to that number this year. Percentage standpoint. A catcher that routinely steals strikes like that, which makes that stat better.
And it's sent into left center field, 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and Newstrom motoring his way to second. 1-2 to Backus. Swing and a miss, and Arkansas is 1 out away from a return to the promised land. And it's crushed deep right field. Maxwell will watch it fly off the scoreboard. Abernathy shows some promise with a 2-run home run here in the 9th inning.
Well, that's a first one he'll never forget.
And now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. They'll hear it from the hill to the hollers. Arkansas is headed back to Omaha. All business, no hog pile. Into the line for the Big Orange after a national championship last year, and they have what Arkansas wants.
And has a real chance at getting. too. I mean, you get an Arkansas team that I think so often during the season we said they're as good as anybody in the country. They showed it again this weekend.
Trip number 12. They've already got it on the outfield wall, and Arkansas chasing that ring. Fellas, that was a lot of fun. Have fun next week.